morning and Merry Christmas Eve. I'm out walking the beach here at home in North Myrtle Beach or Cherry Grove Beach. It's beautiful out, it's a little bit windy, and just thought I would put my thoughts on to the video. Brian and I are preparing to take the boat on a trip for Christmas. And it's going to be an adventure. So I invite you to follow along as we embark on our big sailboat adventure. It's Christmas Eve and Brian and I are about to start our big adventure. But before we do, I wanted to kind of explain who we are and how we got here. So this is a bit of an introduction. I'm Robin. And this is Brian.
Hello.
And 2 years ago, or was it a year ago, we acquired a sailboat.
Year and a half.
And so we've been manifesting this dream of sailing, and we're about to take our first big step.
I'm Brian, and I am a healthcare revenue cycle consultant. I help hospitals get their charges correct and make sure that they're billed properly. And I'm also a triathlon coach for quite a number of years. And in July 2020, Robin and I bought a sailboat, a Beneteau Oceanus 351, 35-foot sailboat. It's been basically an absentee owner relationship with the boat since July 2020, and it is now Christmas, December 2021. We've been on the boat 3 or 4 times in that length of time, and because we lived in Chattanooga and the boat was in Hilton Head, and we were looking for other docks along the South Carolina coast, and couldn't find anything, so it's sat there. We just moved to Myrtle Beach a few months ago, and we were able to find a slip, and now we are about to move the boat ourselves up the Intracoastal Waterway. I have zero sailing experience. I took a class last year and sailed a 15-foot Flying Scot to learn, and we've had the sails up on the boat one time, and it needed some rigging adjustments. We had a little difficulty with that, got that fixed. But we are going up the Intracoastal by ourselves because we had a delivery captain scheduled to take the trip a couple weeks ago. He had a medical emergency and had to leave town and was unable to help us. We also have to have the boat out of our slip in Hilton Head by the end of the year, by December 31st. There's new management, and because we're not local, there's some rules that we have to move the boat, so we're pressed for time to move the boat, so we're going to move it over this Christmas break.
So I am a nurse. I work at a local hospital here. I just started working at the McLeod healthcare system. I too have over a decade of triathlon coaching experience. I was a coach for many years in the Chattanooga area. We both try to stay as active as possible. A healthy lifestyle is very important to me. The way I became interested in sailing as a kid, I would say 16 to 18 age, my parents took us on Christmas trips to the Bahamas on a bareboat sailboat where we had a captain, and we actually sailed the boat ourselves, and this got into my blood and I loved it. One thing, we were in the Caribbean. The other thing, being on a sailboat, you can jump in the water anytime you want to, as opposed to a cruise ship where you're on a boat with a lot of other people. So I told Brian a couple years ago, after we met and started dating, that one of my dreams was to sail around the world, and I'd always wanted a sailboat. And I would say it was less than a month later, Brian had found this sailboat and purchased it, not knowing how or when or what we were going to do with it. just knowing that, you know, when you put something out there, the universe has got your back. So here we are, fast forward a few years, and it's going to be Christmas again tomorrow, and I'm going to find myself on a sailboat again.
Yeah.
So I've spent 3 Christmases on a sailboat in the Bahamas, and so this will be the 4th Christmas, but it will be in Hilton Head.
Completely new experience for me. We're going to be cruising up the ICW. Never done that. We'll be anchoring overnight in some places. I've never done that. We've just done a lot of camping, a lot of hiking. Never camped on a boat, and have been doing some route planning. I've been speaking to a local captain in the Hilton Head area who has made numerous trips up the ICW. He's given me some good tips and advice. I've been using the waterway guide, learning a lot there. Bob423 has helped a lot just with his videos and his blogs. Going to be using the Navionics app and Aqua Maps, and we have a Garmin chart plotter. So I think we're about as ready as we can be. So
that's a little bit about me, who I am, and Brian, and we're going to document the trip as we go. This is all very new to us, so there's going to obviously have some mishaps along the way. We'll try to get as much footage as we can, edit it, and keep the YouTube channel updated for our friends and family who also want to join us along on this adventure.
Yes, we'll be learning to sail the oceans once we get the boat docked here in North Myrtle Beach, and yeah, so there's lots of ocean right outside our door, and we'll be learning to sail. And once we're comfortable doing that, we'll be off to the Caribbean, the islands, somewhere. We'll be off somewhere.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks.